Hi guys, this is Pestily and welcome to another Escape from Tarkov video. Today we're going to cover Bitcoin farming on Shoreline. Now this video is going to be very similar to the 600k video I've posted, however it's going to be focusing on just farming the Bitcoins and the route I would take to have the maximum potential to find Bitcoins. So in Resort there's 4 actual Bitcoin spawns and then the rest of the Bitcoins can be found inside safes. Now, in the route I'm taking here, you can see a potential 8 safes. However, there is a 9th safe that you could loot on the way across from the radar tower. However, I'm skipping that to try and get to the resort as fast as possible because you want to get through these 4 rooms as fast as possible and then across to the safe on the west wing and then moving on to the other safe locations on the eastern side of the Shoreline map. So the chances of finding a Bitcoin inside a safe are approximately 1 in 7 from what I've heard. But I would probably say it might be a little bit better than that. However, even if you're not getting Bitcoins, you're still getting rollers, you're still getting cash, you're also getting your chainlets, gold chains, and statues. So it's profitable in itself. Now before I go on anymore, I probably should note, I've got max endurance here, so I've got a lot longer sprint length before I stop. And I also have all the keys to the rooms that we're going to be going to. So what I would recommend is go to the end of the video, I'll have all the key locations, so you can farm those if you need them. As well as that, I would always bring a docs case, which you can get from Mark Circles, or I'm pretty sure it's Purpore's Punisher Part 4. And then that way you can have all your keys in there and then room for cash that you'll loot from the safes. Alright, so now we're starting to approach the eastern wing of the resort. And we're going to be heading straight upstairs to the 3rd floor and to the East 310 room. I like to reference this as the gold room because there's actually 2 places you can loot. The East 310 key will be located in the customs map, which I'll show you at the end of the video. I'll just get in a quick little combat here and then I'll go back actually into the room. So once you're into the room, the table on the right hand side can spawn your Bitcoins, also gold chains, cash, as well as statues, as well as the smaller table towards the window. So both spots can have Bitcoins. Once you've looted this spot, head straight downstairs. You'll be turning right and you're going to go all the way down to the end. Now there's 2 doors you can enter. It's either the East 226 or the East 222. Now inside this room there's a box. Inside the box, just inside the little bathroom area, that can have all your statues as well as Bitcoins. The other spawns within the room says MP5s. There's also an RSAS or a VSS spawn in the other room, as well as a gun rack. If you're doing a hatchet run, this is a good opportunity to pick up a gun. Otherwise, you want to try and keep moving as quickly as possible. So once you finish this room, you want to head back out into the corridor and turn right. You're going to head straight down the very end. I take a nice quick little detour upstairs to loot the body from before. Then I'll head back down to the 2nd floor. Go around the S-bend, continue heading towards the overpass. Just before you get to the overpass, there's a room on your left, which is room 205. You can also enter via room 206. Now once you're in room 205, you want to go up onto the bed on the right hand side and there's a box. The actual Bitcoin will be hard to see unless you go actually up on the bed because it'll be right in the corner where I shoot. After you finish looting that room, head out and turn left and go straight across the overpass. Now by the time you get to this point, there's a good chance people might already be at resort, so you want to keep your guard up. However, speed is crucial to getting the most profitability out of this run. So you'll be heading straight down the corridor, through the S-band, over the wire, and you want to continue on to the 2nd door past the bright light on the left, which is room 220. I accidentally overshoot it, but I go back and do it. Now once you're inside this room, you want to go to the box in the back right hand corner. Now on top of that box is all your normal gold spawns, being your statues and your chains, as well as Bitcoins can spawn there as well. So once you finish this, you want to head straight up to the 3rd floor. We're going to go to the 321 room with the safe. The key for that can be picked up in Shoreline, which I'll show you at the end of the video. Loot the safe, and then we're going to be heading off towards the luxury houses. So there's a few ways you can do this. You can either just jump straight out the window and risk breaking your legs, or just run back down. But effectively you want to go fastest possible way down towards the luxury houses. The keys for the luxury houses I'll put at the end of the video and where the locations are. But you still be able to get to 2 of the safes even if you don't have the keys. With the possibility of there's a good possibility that the cottage key will be located there, and if it's not, you won't take many runs to get it. The safe key inside there will also be located in Shoreline, which you can get that reference at the end as well. Something I should probably point out here is if you notice that there's already the doors open to the cottages, I would just bypass it and straight heading down to the petrol station. For us there wasn't, so we just continued on to go through the cottages. What actually happened here was something really whack. So I opened the door and my teammate just died all of a sudden, and actually says that he just died by death. It actually doesn't have a gun state or anything, so it was a bit of a bug in the game, but that's Tarkov at the moment, but we'll live with that. So I continue on to go to the next cottage. I loot the next safe, or the two safes inside the next cottage, and this entire time I'll still be trying to listen out to see if I can hear players nearby, as well as footsteps on wood, which means they're inside the other cottage at that time. So just in case you're not familiar with the cottage layout, once you're upstairs, the left room will have a safe in it, as well as the room next to it will have a weapon cabinet, and the top of the weapon cabinet will also have a safe in it. So there are your two locations to get your bitcoins. And then from there, our next location is going to be the gas station. So the whole time you've been looting, you still need to be listening out to see if you've heard gunshots from the gas station. This will give you a reference if there's any people over there, because by now there would have been scavs in that location. So you'll head to the gas station and you'll see it on fire. Don't be afraid. As long as you've got meds, you can hug the left wall as you go in, and then you'll be able to take the damage and heal back up to full before you escape back out. Now inside the gas station there's a couple of weapon containers, but our main focus is just to get the bitcoins from the safe. So once you finish inside the petrol station, gas station, you'll be running back out and healing, and then heading down towards the pier. Now down on the pier there's actually an exit, so you want to keep an eye out to see if the boat with the beacons there with the exit. However, you'll be running straight down there, watching out for scavs, and then heading into the main building down there. So once you're inside, both the safes are located on the second floor. Head up either left or right staircase, doesn't make any difference. Loot the two safes. In this game, they were both empty, so I'm suspecting that a scav spawned in and probably took the safe loot. And then from there, we're going to start heading towards the tunnel exit. Now, it's probably a smart idea whilst you're in the resort, if you notice that there's some salvos and some painkillers or any kind of meds, pick up some extra ones because it will help with running low. Because I got clipped by a scav up ahead and I ran out of meds from healing. So it's probably a good idea to just keep an eye out for an extra med. But I wouldn't purchase it before the raid. I'd always just go in my standard setup, and that should be enough. And there's plenty of meds in resort. So hopefully you had a good run. You would have got a bitcoin or two from the resort, and then another one from the safes. However, I had a bit of a lackluster run. I only got 2 rollers and a bitcoin, as well as I probably made about 200,000 in cash. So look, it's not a bad run in itself, and it's a good way to farm up some bitcoins, particularly if you say loading forward armors, or you want to try and trade bitcoins for something that's in the future of the game. Because at the moment I don't really believe many of the trades with mechanic are worthwhile, except for probably the weapon case for bitcoins, and of course the forward armors for bitcoins are worthwhile as well. Kick on with the key locations for the Shoreline. So the first key we have is the West 321 safe. It's located on top of the radar tower, inside the office room, in the cabinet. It'll just be sitting there on a shelf. East 226, I got off a scav and I haven't actually looted it from this location before, but it's been said by the Reddit post that it's located on a table on Scav Island. So there's about 4 tables you can check out. I know there's another key that spawns next to the outboard motor right here. However, there's other tables, so it could be on this one or one of the others. So have to keep an eye out for that. East 222 is located inside the power station. You go in through the main entrance and then go into that back room. There's a chair in the back room. The key will be sitting on that chair. Just a reminder, East 222 and East 226 go into the same rooms. So if you can find either one of these, that'll be a bonus. Next we've got West 220. It's located in the unlocked luxury house in the key cabinet just inside the back door. The East Wing 205 key location is located the gazebo platform just to the south of the resort towards the bunker checkpoint or the rock exit. So it's located on top of these blocks. I haven't seen it personally because I got mine from a scav, but I've been confirmed from friends that it's definitely there. Alright, so East 206 can spawn in the back of the SUV here. as well as other keys. So keep an eye out. It might take a few times to get it, but there's an opportunity to get it here. So the key to the cottage is located on the blue barrels just outside the cottages. You'll find it there quite often, so just keep an eye out. The Cottage Safe Key is located in the village bus right next to the tank. Go into the bus and it will be on the seat on the opposite side to the doorway, and you can loot it from there. Now the last key location is located in customs. Next we've got East 310. It's located in customs. Go to the customs spawn and head to the trailer park, and there's a bus in the back corner. It's located inside the bus. So there you go, there's the Bitcoin run for Shoreline. Hopefully you had good luck and got more than 2 Bitcoins. Let me know how you get on, any feedback. That's got all the locations I know for Bitcoins, and that's also skipping the radar towers safe just because I'm trying to get into the resort as fast as possible. So thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for future content, and I'll see you next time.